Yo, what's up, guys? We are here, episode 30. Hold on. Play all the noises. Yeah, there it is. Episode 35, the aggression speed run. If you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel as it is blowing up. Shout out to all of you guys just being a part of the community. Leave comments on the video, share it, and all that other good stuff, guys. Jobava London with white, with black against D4, King's Indian against E4, Black Lion. And we're at 1850, so we're going to keep on going here. Let's do it. All right, here we go. So I'm going to pre-move d6 here. Boom, there it is. We're going to get ourselves a Black Lion. Let's go knight f6, attack the pawn. See what happens. Knight c3, I'll go knight d7. The usual stuff. e5 is next. So we're playing quickly. e5 coming up next. Knight f3, e5, straight into a regular lion. We are pre-moving d takes e5. Okay, there we go. D takes e5. Bishop c4 is likely, especially as we're getting to stronger players here. They're going to start playing better moves. So bishop c4 is a likely move, and I'll go h6 to stop knight to g5. So let's see what happens here. There it is, bishop c4, h6, which stops knight to g5. I'm going to go c6. Sometimes they can go for this line. Bishop takes, knight takes e5, king g8. Knight g6, and the engine gives queen e8. That actually is coming on my Black Lion course. Coming out. So he goes with castles. I'm going to go c6. c6, totally fine. Same stuff. I'm just going to go queen c7, bishop e7, stuff like that. Yeah, so we're in our wheelhouse here. So we're just taking our time. He goes bishop e3. Let's go queen c7 and bishop e7 to follow. Barely thinking here. You see how much time we gain when you're a Black Lion player here, because you just play your moves and hope for the best while also watching to see what your opponent does with the white pieces. So queen c7, we got bishop e7 coming next. Playing fairly quickly. So we just kind of wait, see what they do. Queen e2, there it is, queen e2. Let's go bishop e7. Next up is g5. g5. So with rooks coming to d1, yeah, you have to be careful sometimes. I am going to go g5 anyway. Now, what I have to watch out for sometimes is knight f8, because there's this weird line that happens in Black Lion with knight takes e5, queen takes, and bishop to d4. So he sacks. So sacrifice I've seen, but this doesn't actually work. We go pawn takes. After knight takes, I think the engine wanted knight b6 or knight c5, something like that. I forgot what it was, but I could also go rook f8, which was my favorite move to play out of this. Rook f8, and after sacrificing, take, we're okay. But knight b6 was a strange engine move that they liked. But I'm going to go, wait, I guess because I don't have to give the exchange up, is what they're saying. Let's see. Knight b6, rook f8. Let's go rook f8. Rook f8. And I'll pre-move rook takes pawn here. Because I'm just used to it. Sometimes it's just being comfortable with stuff that you've played before. And that's where I am right now. I'm comfortable here. I'm comfortable playing rook f8. I've played this many times before already. So I'm going to go with what I'm comfortable with. Pre-moving rook takes pawn. He goes f4. So he allows me to keep what I got going on right now. So maybe knight b6 now. Takes. And I should have the dark squares. I also have some stuff with this bishop too as well. Knight b6. I think this is the move. Knight b6, because I'm hitting the bishop. And if he takes on f7, I am going to take. I am going to take. So white's going to help us get all of our pieces out here in a few. There's stuff like bishop takes, rook takes, knight takes, king takes, pawn takes, queen takes, bishop over to e6, rook comes over. And we have this with the bishops too as well. So the bishops look really good. So he goes bishop back to b3. Is bishop g4 just winning? Am I just clean winning? Bishop g4, really strong here. So now we're in a even stronger position now. Now we're picking up this. So now here is even worse because rook takes and then this is still threatened. So now he goes back. So now I'm not even giving up an exchange anymore. So what do we do about this? I could take this pawn. And if he goes e5, knight d5, knight d5, maybe pawn d5. If bishop takes, I have queen c5. There's also a check, but I have bishop d7. Take it. Why not? Pawn. My goal is actually getting castle queenside. So he goes h3. I'm going to back up to h5. So I'm defending this and keeping this going. Really annoying pin. Maybe I could have went bishop e6 or d7. But I know this is annoying, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, we're doing great here. We're doing great. Because now we're just up in exchange. Sorry. We kept the exchange, I should say. We're doing well here. Rook to d3. Okay. What about knight d7? I like this move. And then castle queenside. Knight d7. Now I'm going to castle queenside and go knight c5. Yeah, we're just clearly winning here, boys. Let's go. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Clean game. Clean game. It didn't get messy or anything because he didn't take, you know, usually that 2-for-1. I mean, the guy is 1826 here. So, you know, this was just easier for us to play because he gave us kind of what we wanted here. He's not threatening anything at all. So we're actually going to get castled here. Maybe he wants to actually go knight here. And then something like knight here or something. So you know what? No, but he's going to take with a rook. Oh, wait, but I have a fork. Hold on now. Let's take. Let's see what he does. Because if he takes with this rook, I have a fork. I guess he has queen f4, though. Okay, now I'm going to castle. Yeah, we're going to castle here. I'm out of the way. This check is going to be annoying. Maybe I could have started with this, but no, I don't want to play with fire here. Get my king out of the way. Next threat is 95 with this. Queen takes, I don't think he really wants to do. I really don't want to trade, to be honest. I'm going to go bishop d6. Yeah, I figure. Bishop d6, I'm going to attack the queen. Play king b8 at the right moment. Let's see where he goes first with his queen. Now let's go king b8. Step out of the pin. 95 looks good. Bishop c5 check, stuff like that. We're up time 2 as well. So he wants a5, I assume. Let's go 95, hit the rook first, bring this knight around like this. He's got to be careful where to put the rook. Like anything on this dark square diagonal is going to be very nasty. There it is. You see what I mean? Anything on this dark square diagonal is going to be a problem. I think he had to go rook f4, which is a hard move to even play or find. This is still going. I don't care. So I'm going to move here and just move my knight back around. I can always get this. Unless he starts to threaten me, then okay. I'll cash in on the exchange here. But in the meantime, I'm going to make moves that help my position. So queen takes a5 is a move, stuff like that. Very vicious opening here in our Black Lion. We got another one, boys. We got another one. Okay, he gets out of the way, so we definitely should take this, not give him a chance to move away. So let's take that. He takes with the rook. I mean, I could just snatch the pawn. Yeah, let's just do it. Why not? Right? My knights are covering each other very nicely. Can't really grab anything. Essentially, I'm up a rook here. Actually. Okay, so maybe I check and take. Here's knight d1. Let's do it. Why not? Take. There's knight a4. I go queen a3. So all the squares are defended. Knight is on the rim. I grab the pawn. Which is better. Next is queen e7. Consolidate. Move this knight. Look for trades because I'm up. Go back. We're looking for trades now. Should I do it? Let's just do this first. Solid. Knight never has to move. I don't really want to go here yet because I just don't want to deal with this yet. There's nothing going on. But I want to be okay. Now I'll go knight c5. Attack the bishop. Looking for trades. I'm literally trading. Trade everything down. Make it easy, guys. Make it easy. Look, I'm up a whole rook. Right? Trades always favor me. Trades always favor me. Take this too. Just take it. You just take it. You don't even think about the next move. Check them. I'm going to go A. Oh, let's go. Queen D6. Oh, no. This does work. Queen D6 is strong. There's also a bait move. Knight f5, knight f3 check. Look at this, guys. Knight f3. Wait, is knight g4 stronger? Or knight f3? I'll just go knight f3. Yes, king g3, but I'm trading. There it is. We got the dub. We got it. Yo, what's going on, guys? Listen, real quick, you know how serious it is for health and fitness and your chess. It is very important, guys. As your mind deteriorates, so does the body, says Bobby Fischer. If you're tired and unfocused and making bad decisions in your chess or in life, hey, listen, this is probably why most people don't have a strategy problem. They have an energy problem. Low energy equals bad chess decisions, bad chess moves, bad trades, sometimes a bad day, or no discipline. Listen, for me, of course, this is one of my favorite products that I use from Pure Black here. But for me, with trading and with chess, of course, you know I love trading. I love chess. I need to be locked in for hours, guys. And this is why I use Pure Black. As you see on the screen right here, this is just me. I'm one of the athletes on the page here. I use this stuff literally every single day. And I don't want to take too much of your time, but I do want to let you know how I'm making sure my body is optimized to be my best self, guys. It helps me stay focused, sharp, and very consistent with no crash. If you're serious about performing at a high level, check it out, guys. Use code JamesCanty15 for 15% off. You can check out obviously the products that are on here and some of my favorite products, of course, like the White Rabbit here, which is one of my favorites. And then also what I'm holding right here is the brain. Of course, it's very nice as our brain health is very important. People don't talk about brain health enough. Listen, that's enough for me. Check it out. Check the link in the description. Use JamesCanty15, get 15% off. Go now. Let's go. Very strong. Very nice. Okay. Says I was pretty strong here. I had one mistake, which was g5. Yeah, but we're playing the Black Lion, so who cares? Okay, e4, d6, d4, knight f6, knight c3, knight d7. Regular stuff. e5, takes. Bishop c4, h6 is all theory, basically, especially out of my Black Lion course that's coming out. Bishop e3, queen c7. Here, bishop e7, g5. Of course, engine's not going to like it. We don't care what the engine says. Bishop takes g5 is just a blunder. It helps us out tremendously. Rook f8, and then he doesn't take on f7, which is totally fine for us. So I go knight b6. I'm supposed to take, apparently. Bishop g4, we're already better by a lot. I take the pawn. I back up. I bring the knight around. And now we're just up material. Just converting. That's it. Just looking to convert. Take the rook. Take the pawn. Take another pawn. Trade. Tactic. And GG. Very, very strong. All right, let's do the next. Here we go. We got Jobava work. D4. I'm pre-moving knight c3. Playing quickly. Bishop e4, f4. Go e3. So this c6 line is a little tough for the bishop. I'm gonna go knight f3. I think that's the move. I think it's knight f3. Wait, there's queen g4, g6, queen g3. I think it's knight f3. Let him take. Then I'm supposed to go take and knight e5. No, but he can play f6 in this line. So let's go bishop d3. Knight e7 is not usually played. Wait, can I Greek gift now? Wait, what? Hold on.
He needs some milk.
I'm doing it. I'm Greek gifting now. I'm Greek gifting right now. After king here, queen g4. I'm going to go queen g4. Right. Like, who cares? If it's wrong, it's wrong. Okay, so I calculated this. Oh, it's mate. Oh my goodness, it's mate. Oh my goodness, it's mate. Oh my goodness.
What?
Yo, that is crazy. 10 moves. I mean, wow, made it here everywhere. Oh my goodness, that is it, boys. We had 19 hundo. That was incredible. One brilliant move here. What's the game review? It's made because bishop g5, I think, or something like that. But all right, let's see it. Oh my goodness, that was vicious. That was vicious. Here we go. Jobava work. Yeah, this is all theory. I knew queen g4 was a move, but I was like, I'm just gonna play knight f3, develop. I went bishop d3, and then he castled, which is a huge mistake. Where I get the brilliant move here, knight g5 to follow, and queen g4. So it's hard because sometimes it's queen d3 and sometimes it's queen g4. Here, though, I don't understand what happens on f5. Yeah, no, this is hard, and it even says it's equal. Yeah, that's some engine play right there. But king g6, queen g4, he goes e5. So he was supposed to take on f4, but that's hard to take on f4 with your king right here. Remember, we play practical chess, boys and girls. Actually, let me make sure I'm on the big screen too. But we play practical chess. So to take this is not a thing. We went e5 because it's attacking my queen. That's why he did it. And I saw this because I knew I-96 is a common theme where we go check anyway. But I was thinking, I was like, oh, this is mate. But I actually just realized, where is the mate at? Oh, I know bishop g5 happens. King g6. Oh, then I just take on e7. It's very easy. Oh, bishop h6. Wow. Shoot. I was just going to take here, which is the same idea. Here and here. But bishop g5 was my idea. And then he just goes back, and then we mate him in 11 moves, guys. That's crazy. Wow. And I mean, even at this level, guys, he was 1850. In fact, he was 1850 before we played him. Or after we played him. He was actually higher rated than that. So, guys, we had 1900 here. Another speed run. I mean, this thing works on all levels, guys. I'm going to put the links to the descriptions. And links to the link in the description is more than one. To my Chessable courses. I actually have a few of them out already. The meanest Jobava. So, of course, you can check that in the description. And then I also have a Black Lion that is coming out. It is a Black Lion course that is coming out on Chessable as well. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm actually going to pull up Chessable real quick to show you guys my new course that dropped with Canty. This one right here. So, guys, if you want my new course, that will be right here with Canty. Boom. This is my course with Canty. Been going crazy. Shout out to Canty, and shout out to you guys who have the course already. And then if you want my other course, which of course I'm playing it all the time, especially here in the speed run, that would be the meanest Jobava, which is right here. Still a very vicious course here. Very vicious, still working. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for watching today. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next episode.